Sort of, it's a question that addresses two parts of it. What are your recommendations for the artists themselves, whether it's an actor, a visual artist, a singer, an instrumentalist? What are your recommendations to them to help better themselves and better their career on the business and administrative side of it? What are your recommendations for our culture, our education culture on a whole, to better equip our students, our upcoming students and graduates to to equip them to exist in the business space as an artist? Because very often, I mean, I've heard this stereotype before. There are some artists, they don't like to get up early, right? So, but if you have an early morning gig, or if you have an early morning television appearance, you know, those are some things that you kind of have to do. So how can our education system equip them, and how can they equip themselves? Just as we sort of wrap up the segment.
Sure. So for the artists, what I like to harp on a bit is that they need to see themselves as a business.
Okay.
Because most of them say they want to make a living from their art, say that they you know, this is what they want 100% wholeheartedly, and yet they just focus on their music alone. There will come a time, if it is you put enough energy behind it, that you're able to grow a team and all of that. But you need to kind of educate yourself on some of the basics. I'm not saying that you need to be the, you know, business guru and do like I did and go and study business and go and do this and that. No. But at the same time, you don't want anybody, even in building a team, to come and pull blinders over your eyes very easily, which I've seen done in several instances, which of course resorts to people stealing money from them right under their eyes, and they don't know because they're not aware of some of the business practices and things that have to go into place, from marketing to accounting, understanding how to account for their money. Something as simple as, even if you're in that gig economy right now and you want to be an artist, you can't take the $500 that you just got from your gig and say, all right, I'm going to spend that $500 on an outfit. You know, you have to be able to be financially and fiscally responsible, right, and be able to say, okay, 10% of this money needs to go here, 10% of this money needs to go there, 20%, okay, I need to live, make sure I have food, whatever, you know, split up that paycheck, right, as much as you could. I know I'm saying it's not easy, but you know, you have to find ways to split it up, or else your business won't grow. Because you'll never have money to invest in yourself. You'll never have money to do this and never have money to do that. So that's one major area or a few major areas there that I think the artists should consider. In terms of the education system, you said, right?
Yes.
In terms of the education system, one of the things that I am always advocating for in those forums is that we have, and this I guess is more so for the non-artists and just creatives in general, and even other disciplines, that we have a more practical approach. I am not someone that learns by regurgitation of reading books, which is what our British system has taught us to do, right? We read, we go, we regurgitate, and that is what it is. That gives me anxiety, stresses me out.
Right. Yes.
I am not that person that learns like that. I learn by doing. So I was giving someone the example, like when I was in UWI, what I would not read my textbooks like that. Like I will go through the textbooks and just highlight randomly inside of there, the highlight points, and then I would form study groups. And we would be on main campus till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning with a group of about 5 or 8 of us. And it's because everybody's debating the topic. Everybody's talking about the topic. And I retain everything from those conversations.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is what I go into the exam room with to write.
Yes.
My
Yes.
practical assignments were always close to 100% when it comes to being graded because I do well like that. And we need to understand for our education system that not everybody learns the same way. So one of the major things that I would like to see happen is to add components of God, words are escaping me right now. Marrying with the business world where they get practice in real life, real time.
Internships?
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
The
okay.
good son of good thing. So yeah, internships are very much needed. And how I circumvented that for my own self to get a lot of experience in my younger years is that I volunteered everywhere. I was
Yeah.
like salt
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
pepper in the middle
Yes.
of everything from NGOs to actual companies. It had classes that I took that had nothing to do with music that I just audited. So my transcript literally had audited class because I didn't do grades because I wanted to learn more. I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that when I go into a room, I'm able to talk about different things and be parts of different conversations.
For sure.
Right? So those are just two easy takeaways that I think.
I'll add a lazy man's third. While doing another job that only needed half my attention, you it just depends on how curious you are. At least anyone that wants to do any sort of analytical work in media on any topic or journalism, you need to exercise your curiosity and willingness to learn, and then your comprehension of those things, right? And train your media literacy. So it's not necessarily for everything, but I think I'm similar to you. You just had a much more systemized and formal way of doing it. That if only I did that when I was actually taking classes.
If only.
Listen, YouTube is a lifesaver, and
really is.
Coursera, I would add to
Coursera,
that.
yes.
I have heard of
Coursera.
that. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
And what people don't know with Coursera is very, very much in the fine print. They give you scholarships. So all you have to do is fill out the form and you get the
Wow.
scholarships to get your certificate afterwards. And
All right.
yeah.
Thank you. Wow, that is great. Unfortunately, we do have to wrap up. It's been a great conversation, but I hope this is not the last time that we'll have you on the show. Of course, we need you back to continue the discussion.
Can't have a show about art without the manager of Music TT.
Of course, of course. Well, thank you so much, Melissa Jimenez. You can find her on all social media platforms, read her blogs, stay up to date with all things that Creative TT and that entire amalgamation is doing. Follow all of their social media platforms, and so that you can get informed as an artist.